In order to understand how vaccines work, we have to first understand immunity. So, immunity is the body's ability to fight off harmful pathogens like viruses, bacteria, fungi, parasites, or even cancer cells. This is carried out by the body's very complex and aptly named immune system. And one of the most important players of our immune systems are the white blood cells, which are also known as leukocytes. These white blood cells are like little soldiers or frontline warriors of our immune system that identify, attack, and destroy harmful pathogens. So there are two ways of getting immunity. The first way is called passive immunity, which occurs when a person is given antibodies directly rather than them making their own antibodies. For example, passive immunity occurs when a baby receives antibodies from their mother through the placenta or breast milk. It is quick but temporary. And the other type of immunity that is more relevant to vaccination is called active immunity. This happens when our bodies are first exposed to pathogens and we have to figure out on our own how to fight these pathogens. So the whole process of active immunity is very complex and has a lot of players involved. But the basic gist of it is that when our body first meets a pathogen, it doesn't really know what it is and how to fight it. So it scrambles to figure out which methods and weapons to use to kill this pathogen. Our white blood cells are fighting with little to no training, so they're trying everything they have in the book and throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks, learning along the way. And this battle can take time, days, even weeks, and during this time, you can get sick. In worst cases, these pathogens can overwhelm our defenses and our immune system and can lead to very serious complications, even death. But when our immune system does win this battle, it now knows how to fight this certain pathogen. It is really smart like that, and it remembers for the future. And if we do encounter this particular pathogen in the future, our white blood cells use the very tried and tested weapons from the last time and eradicate this pathogen way more effectively. So vaccines are a very smart way of reproducing this very effect without having to go through the initial infection and risking the potential complications. To further simplify how vaccines work, we can classify them into two categories: live vaccines and inactivated vaccines. So live vaccines are made up of actual pathogens, but these pathogens are weakened so that they can trigger the immune system to mount an immune response, but they're not strong enough to cause an infection. So essentially they work as target practices for our white blood cells, and the next time if we do encounter the real pathogens, our white blood cells are already trained and know what to do. Inactivated vaccines, on the other hand, are made up of either dead pathogens or a particular part of a pathogen called an antigen, which can also trigger the immune system. It's like showing a wanted poster to our white blood cells and start training them against it.